Hello everyone, this is JDog406, and today we are going to be getting into, let me just get this out, all of these. So I went to my local coin shop and I purchased all of these nickels for 20 bucks for this entire bag right here. And I think there's about $10 worth of nickels here. So other than that, I am going to sort through these, and he said they were dateless. So I am going to double check all of these and pull out all the ones with dates that I can see at least. And then we're going to Nic A Date the rest of them with this right here. Alright, other than that, I will be getting back to you guys in just 1 second after I sort through and count them to see how many are here. Alright, so I've gone through sorting them, and we have 96 nickels throughout this whole thing, and 2 of them were actually V nickels right here. And as you can see on this one a little bit, you can see that it says 1800 right there. And then this other one, you can also kind of see that it's an 8 right there. So these are both 1800s V nickels. Can't really quite see what their date is, but then all of these ones right here, these are all the mint markers without dates, and these are all of the buffaloes I found with dates on them. And these right here are some pre-Nic A Dated ones, and I only found 2 of those, thank God. I was hoping that I wasn't going to keep finding more, but we didn't. And this was the best looking one that I pulled out of there. So 1936, clear as day, you can see that date. Very nice, and it is a Philadelphia. And I will be going over all of the coins at the end for the mintages and stuff and years in the book. But yeah, for right now, that is the only one that you could actually see a really clear date on there besides maybe these ones. So as I pulled this up, yeah, a little bit difficult. I don't think I'm going to be able to show you right there. Then what's this one? A 1925 that got Nic A Dated, and that one is also a Philadelphia. Let me just take another quick look at that. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get a date off that one actually on the camera. I'm going to have to stick it underneath the microscope. But other than that, I am going to do that and show you all of these coins right here and what the dates are. I have a 1920 right here, and I'm just going to flip that to see if there is a mint marker. And there is not, so that's a 1920 Philadelphia right there. Then we have this one, which is going to be, let's see what that is. Where's the date? Another 1920. And let's flip that and see if we got a mint marker, and we don't. So we have 2 1920 Philadelphias that we were able to get the dates off of out of this bag. And then what is this one? This one's a 1934. Let's see if there's a mint mark on it. And I'm not seeing one, so that's going to be a 1934 Philadelphia. And we got this next one coming up. 1925 right there, as you can see. I'm going to flip that. Look down there, and I'm not seeing a mint marker. So we're going to stick that one to the side as well. Then we have this one right here, which is another 1920. Let's see if there's a mint marker on this one. And there is no mint marker on that one, so that is a Philadelphia. And then we have right here a 1929. We're going to flip that, see if there is a mint marker, and there is not a mint marker. Alright, put that to the side. We're going to go to this next coin, see what that is. Now, I can kind of see the top of a 1, like right here. And then that's clearly a 9. Here, let me scoot that up out of there. But yeah, you can see the loop of a 1 right there, and then there's a 9. So I'm calling that a 1919 right there. And that one's also a Philadelphia. Stick that to the side. Throw the next one up. All right, we have a 19... I'm trying to depict that myself. 25 right there. Yeah, 1925. Okay. As you can see right there, there's the loop of the 2 and then the 5 going down. All right. See what that mint marker is. And it's a Philly. Put it to the side. We're going to pull this next one up. This one, it looks like it's a 1912. So if you look right here, that looks like it's a 1. And then we have the loop of a 2 that's visible right there, and that would go like that. So I'm calling that a 1912. And it is a Philly. Then we got this next one right here, which is a 19. So I believe I see a 2 going right there, and then a 6. So yeah, that's a 2 right there, the top of a 2, and then the 6. So 1926, and that one is a Philadelphia. Then we got this next one coming up. This one's a 1924, so you can clearly see the 2 right here. And then that's the side wall of a 4 going down, and there's the end of it. There's the center of it right there. But 1924 is Philadelphia. Then we're coming over to this one. This one's fairly easy to see. So 1925 right here, you got the 2 and then the 5. And let's see if there's a mint mark on it. All right, and it is a Philly as well. So we got that. Then we got this right here. And this one's a little bit harder to see. Let me see if I can... Okay, there we go. So this one's all rotted up, as you can see, with all of that stuff going on it. Very, very nasty looking coin. So that is the loop of a 2 right there, and then a 0. And we're going to see if there is a mint marker on that one. And there is. Now, I believe that would be a San Francisco mint mark, as you can see right here. It loops down and back around. So that would be a 1920 San Francisco. And I'm just going to double look at that front side real quick. Yeah, that's definitely a 1920 right there. Or that might be a 1930. I'm not 100% sure. I might have to do some more research on that, or maybe even just Nic A Date it to be sure, because a nickel looking like this is worth absolutely nothing. Here, let me see if I can get a better view on it. I don't think that this thing wants to work with me too well. All right, there we go. Okay. Focus in on it. Yeah, very nasty looking coin. Very nasty, and a big gash right there. But then let me just readjust this back down for the next coins. Can't get it to go up the rod. There we go. All right. So got the screen on. Now let's look at these V nickels right here. So let me just readjust this. Okay. So this one looks like it's probably going to be an 1890. You can obviously tell 18 right there. That looks like the loop of a 9. Then you cannot see anything over here to see what the next letter is. So that will be getting Nic A Dated too, but you could still kind of see the date. Then right here, this one also looks like it might be in the 1890s. As you can see, clear 18 right there, but then kind of looks like a loop going down. But yeah, other than that, that's all of the ones that I could possibly see dates on. So let's get into this next portion of the video. Okay, and then I did also want to mention, so in my last video, I bought a package from a coin dealer on eBay, and every single one of the Buffalo nickels I got from there were completely dateless besides one of them. So these will be the first ones that we are going to be Nic A Dating today. Then we'll move on to this pile right here, all of these nice fancy ones. And then we'll move on to this pile. But yeah, we are going to get into these ones right here. So I will see you guys in just a second. We are getting into this first Buffalo nickel from that package that I bought. And as you can see, it's completely dateless. And when I flip it over, you don't really see anything else either. When I bring it up, nothing much. So yeah, other than that, let's get right into this. Let me actually scoot that in camera view. So, okay, we got a little piece there. Let's move that out of the way. And it looks like it's coming in fairly quickly. I'm going to give it just a second longer. Alright, I think I'm going to pick that up now. Going to bring that up. Not seeing anything too great right now. Okay, I think I see something. Okay, let's pick that up. Let me unzoom the camera, maybe it'll get better. I think I'm seeing 1916 right there, yeah. So that is a 1916 Buffalo nickel from Philadelphia that we got from that coin package that I bought from eBay. As you can see right there, I can see a 1 and a 6. So that's nice. Be putting that one off to the side. Then we are going to be getting into this next one. And we're going to see what this has to hold. Right. Got this. Okay, we got the Nic A Date on there. Now let's just wait and see. Alright, got my tongs ready. Okay. Think it's been, maybe I'll give it a second longer. I do see a date already. So let's dunk it. Oh, got the coin in there. Oh, I keep dropping it. So that last nickel, I was struggling to get it out of the water for a second, but it is a 1925 and it is a Philadelphia. So that is the second nickel that I bought from that coin pack. We're going to get onto the third one right here. See what it is. Okay, got that on there. Zoom in, watch it. think I'm kinda already starting to see a date. Not 100% sure though. Alright, I think I am going to give that just a second or two more. Alright, let's pick that up. Dunk it in the water. Not get it stuck again. Alright. So I did finish that up after dropping it in the water and losing it. So I did do this one, and this does look like a 1913, and I'm not 100% sure if it is the ground in recess or not. It kind of looks like it does. It looks like it's just a mound, but I can't be 100% sure till I look some more stuff up later at the end of the video. But yeah, I'm not sure how easy that is to see, but 1913 right there. First year Buffalo. So that's a cool one to be getting from the eBay buy, even though it was a very, very, very terrible box or buy. And then we will be getting into this next one right here. So let's get the Nic A Date on it. Okay, got the Nic A Date there. Let's see what comes of it. Okay, I don't like that it's spreading up towards the neck, but not a whole lot I can do. Alright, it is starting to darken up a little bit. I think I am going to take it and dunk it, and I'll get right back to you with the date. So we are done with all the Buffalo nickels that were dateless from that eBay buy. So if you're interested in that, that's what I did first, if you're coming from that video. But yeah, this is a 1919, and it is a Philadelphia. Alright, so that is all four of those, and we will be getting into... Actually, I think I'm going to do these ones. I kind of am interested to see what those end numbers are. So, yeah, let's get into these ones. So we are going to be doing this first Buffalo nickel, or not Buffalo nickel, V nickel. And you can already see it's a 189 there. So let's just see if we can't get anything a little bit. Ooh, that's a big drop. It's a really big drop. I hope it's worth it. It's like 3 nickels worth of Nic A Date right there. Alright. I am going to remove it here soon. I don't know how well it works on these V nickels. Been seeing different types of reactions on YouTube and stuff with these. So I'm just going to dunk that. Alright. I do have this first Liberty Head nickel right here. I can clearly see it's an 1891. Very, very nice. Do not know if they have mint markers on these coins, but the back of this coin looks absolutely terrible. There is nothing. So yeah, let's move on to that next one though. Right here. So let's get a little zoomed in. See if we can get off that. Okay. I think I'm going to try and spread that out a little bit more. There we go. Alright, I can already see the 8 popping through fairly quickly. Let's see what else we can get. I think I see another 8 and another 8. Is this 1888? Gonna let it sit for another second though, just to be sure. Alright, yeah, now it's time. Right, dunk that. See what we got here. I think that's 1888. Let me get the water off it real quick. Alright. See here. Oh, 83. 1883. Alright. That's fairly nice. Alright, we'll be putting that one to the side. Now, we're going to get into this right here. I hope these are pretty worth it. Because these are all the ones with mint markers. And as you can see, like right here on this one, there's a Denver right there. So I guess let's start off with this one. See what we can get. Alright, move that up. I believe I already see a little bit of a date maybe. I don't know. Wait, yeah, I actually do. I do. So we aren't going to be Nic A Dating this one. I can see that that's a 2 and that's a 7. We're going to look at that underneath the microscope real quick. I didn't even realize that. As you can see right there, there's the 2, there's the 7. All right. And it is, let's just double-fy that mint mark real quick. That does look like a Denver right there. So we do have a 1927 Denver. All right. Very nice. We are going to be getting into this one right here that has a San Francisco mint mark, and I can see the S right here looping downwards. So we do have a San Francisco coin right here that is clearly dateless. So let's put that down. Put some Nic A Date on it. Right. I got quite a bit there all across that date area. So let's see what we can get. We do have a San Francisco mint mark on the back. Okay. I think I am seeing a little bit. I think I see a 23. No clue. Let me get that up now though. Let's dunk that. Let's get the water off it real quick. Just a little light dab across the face. Alright, now let's see what's there. Yep, 1923. And like I said earlier, it is a San Francisco. And I think I am going to do the mint marker just for fun, just to make sure. So, get that right there in the place of that mint marker. Let's get that to show a little bit better too. Alright, still waiting on it a little bit. I know it's going to take another second or two. Alright, think it might be good now. Alright, do that. Get the water off it. Alright, let's see what was there. Okay, so yeah, San Francisco, like I said, very nice. Be putting that one off to the side. We're going to go into this next one right here. That is I believe that's a Denver, yeah. So, yeah, that's definitely a Denver. That's the Nic A Date on there. Right. Let's get that up in the frame. And let's see what comes from this. I'm very interested to see what comes off these ones because, I mean, even though they are placeholders, they're still fairly nice to have, you know, especially knowing the dates. Alright. I think I am starting to see a little bit of that date pop up, so I think I'm going to take it out. Dunk it real quick. Alright. Let's dry that puppy off. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So that looks like it's another 1913 right there. Let me just be sure. Let me unzoom. Yeah, that looks like a 1913. We got another one. Very, very nice. But this one is from Denver. As you can see, the D right there. So very, very nice. Be putting that one to the side. We'll be going into this next one right here. This one's a clear D. It's a D all day. And there's no date. So let's put it down. Get the Nic A Date onto it. Okay. Now let's zoom in a little bit and watch it in action. Surprised to see those 1913s. Even Nic A Dating them, they're hard to come by. And at the end of the video, I will be checking to see what type of like varieties that 1913 has. But other than that, I am seeing a bit of that date, so we're gonna dunk that. We're going to wipe the water off real quick, bring it back over, and I see that this is a 1916 right there, as you can see. Let me unzoom too. So yeah, 1916. Very, very nice. And it's from Denver. Alright, so let's put that one off to the side as well. Then let's get into this next one. And down at the bottom, let's see what I see there. I do see another Denver mint mark, as you can see. And there is no date. So let's put that down. Let's get the Nic A Date on it. Alright, that did not go on there exactly as planned. Alright, now let's zoom in a little bit, watch it in action. Oh, I'm already seeing a date a little bit. I think that's a 1912. I'm going to let that sit for another second or two, though, just to be sure. Could be a 1912 or a 1917. Wait, I don't think it could be a 1912. I'm sorry. That would be a 1913 or higher. If it was a 1912, I would be baffled. Right, we got it in the water, got it out the water, wiping the water off, and let's see what this is. Okay, so it does look like it's a 1917 right there. Alright. Very, very nice. And that one was from Denver. So we'll be putting that one off to the side as well. And getting into this next one right here, that is from San Francisco, as you can see. That mint marker clear as day. So let's put that down. Get some Nic A Date on it. Okay. Got the Nic A Date on the coin. Nowhere near as much as the last ones. You don't really need a whole lot for them. You just barely need to get it out the bottle, but sometimes that's hard to do. Alright, sitting here watching it. Not seeing a whole lot. Maybe I'm starting to see something now. I am still going to give it a second or two more. Sometimes it's different for each nickel. Okay, I can clearly see the date now. Let's dunk that in the water. Wipe it off real quick. And let's see what this is. Okay, so it is a 1919 San Francisco right here. Very nice, as you can see. 1919. Very, very cool. Be putting that to the side. Then we're going to get into this one right here. That is from... what is that? That looks like it's San Francisco. Yeah, that's a San Francisco mint mark right there. Alright, got two San Franciscos that we did. Or this one is going to be done. Then we'll have them both done. Let's put a drop on there. Right. Just gotta get a little bit more in there. Okay. Now let's zoom in. Watch that in action. See if we can get another nice year for the San Francisco. And these aren't going to be worth a whole lot either. They're acid damaged coins. I'm just doing this for you guys to see all of these different coins and stuff right here. Like these ones. These are all the Philadelphia ones. That big stack that I had. Yeah, I think it's pretty interesting too. Just to see what the years are. Because most people wouldn't do this. But I do believe I am seeing a bit of that date now. So let's pick that up. Dunk that. Get all the water off the coin. Alright. Let's put that underneath there. And that is a 1916 right there. Right. Zoom out. Clearly see a 1916. And it is a San Francisco. So we got a 1916 San Francisco. Now we're going to be getting into this next one. And let's see what's here. Alright. Oh wait, I did not look at the mint mark. Let's look at that real quick. Okay, so this one is the best looking one. 19 Denver. I can almost see a date, but you can't. You just can't. You can see the tops of a couple numbers. Okay. Got the Nic A Date on there. Now let's see what we can get. Zoom in a little bit. Scoot that coin up, I guess. Alright. I think I'm already seeing a 3 pop out. Alright. Think I am going to dunk that now. That one looks like it was reacting a bit faster than the others. So let's look through here. Wipe that off. Alright, let's see what that is. Oh, that looks like a 1917. Let's see here. Yep, 1917. Very, very nice. 1917 Denver. That's a very nice looking coin. Alright, let's get into this next one though. So this one, you can see that it is a Denver right there at the bottom. And that it's a no date. So let's get the Nic A Date on there. See what happens. Alright. Got some Nic A Date on there. It's a little too far zoomed in. So now let's see what this coin might behold. This one was a Denver as well. Alright. I do think I kind of see a date, so let's pick that up and get the Nic A Date off. Right. Let's bring it over here, wipe the water off. Bring it up underneath the camera. That is a 1915, I believe. Yeah. 1915 right there. Not the greatest Nic A Date job, but 1915 Denver. So we're putting that one to the side. Then this is the last one that we have with a mint mark on it. And as you can see, that looks like it is a San Francisco. Looks like a nice little S right there. So let's put that one down. Get some Nic A Date on it. Right. Very nice drop right there. Alright, now all we got to do is wait and see what happens. Maybe we'll get something a bit better. Maybe we'll get a 1913 San Francisco. Who knows? Alright. Still waiting. Can't quite see the date yet. Alright. Think it's starting to come through a little bit better. Right. Yeah. Let's see it now. Let's dunk that in the water. Wipe it off real quick. Let's see what we got here. So we have a 1916 clear as day. Very, very nice. 1916. And that was a San Francisco. But just to make sure, I am going to drop a little tiny drop right there and double verify. Okay. Got the little drop right there. Let's just see what happens. This is going to take another second or two. Alright. I think I'm going to dunk that. Wipe the water off of it. Now let's see what that mint marker was. Yep, as I predicted, it was a San Francisco. Very, very nice. You can see that S clearly now. Alright, 1916 San Francisco. So that is all of the mint marked ones that we did, plus these ones right here. So those are very nice. Now we're going to get into all of these right here. So yeah, I'm just going to go through, Nic A Date them, and show you the dates as I go along. So stay tuned for all of these. Right, so I did get this first one done. That does look like it is a 1916 right there, Philadelphia. It's a little harder to see. But yeah, every single one of these coins up here in this pile is going to be a Philadelphia. So let's just get into the next one. We got this next one right here. That is a 1918. So we'll be moving on to the next one. This next one done, and it is a 1915. All right. Put that down to the side. Let's get into the next one. This one literally came up in less than half a second of the ointment being on there. 1917. All right. Let's put that down. Move on. This one is a little harder to see, but it is a 1918. All right. Let's put that one to the side and go on. We got this next one done, and it is a 1920. All right. Let's get into the next one. Next one done, and it's a 1925. All right, let's get into the next coin. All We got this next one done, and it's a 1915 right here, so we'll put that one down and go on to the next. Next one done, and it's a 1916, so let's move on. This next one done, and it is a 1913. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see that 3 and the 1 right next to it. But yeah, let's put that one down and move on to the next one. Next one done, and it is a 1920 right here. Very nice. Put that to the side. Let's move on. This next one done, and it's a 1926. Very nice. Let's put that to the side. Move on. This next one done, and it's a 1915. So we'll be moving on to the next one now. So we got this 1913 right here from this next one. So now let's get on to the next coin. Got this one done, and it is a 1918, as you can see. Very, very nice. We'll be putting that to the side and moving on. Got this one done, and it's another 1918, so let's go on. Next one, I've double Nic A Dated it, and I still can't get a date off of it, so we are going to put this one into the foul pile. So let's move on. The next coin we did get a date, 1923 right there, as you can see. So let's move on. This next one done, and it's a 1914. All right, let's move on. This next one right here, that looks like it's going to be a 1918, I believe. Let me know if you think differently. I believe that's a 1918 right there. So we're going to put that to the side and move on. Got this next coin right here, which is a 1917. I'm going to put that one to the side. This next one right here, which is a 1920. We're going to put that one to the side as well. And then this next one is a 1920. So we'll be putting that one to the side as well. This next one right here is a 1929, as you can see. All right. I'm going to put that to the side and move on. This next one right here, that is a 1916. Let's put that to the side and move on. This next one right here, that is a 1919. Let's put that to the side and move on. This next coin right here, and it's a little bit harder to tell, but that is a 1913 right there. You can kind of see the loop of the 3, but yeah, pretty cool. All right, let's move on. We have this next one right here. It came out clear. So 1923 right there. Very, very nice Nic A Date job. All right, let's move on. We got the next one done, 1927 right here. All right, let's move on. We got the next one right here, which is a 1923. All right, let's move on. All right, and then we got this next one here. That is a 1917. Let's move on. This one is a little bit harder to see, but you can see that it is a 1916 as I flick the coin to this way. All right, let's move on. Okay, so we do have a 1914 right here. Very, very nice. Let's put that to the side and move on. We are getting into this next one right here, and it's a 1919. Very nice. Let's put that one down and move on. Then we do have a 1913 right here, and I'm not 100% sure if that's ground in recess or not ground in recess, but yeah, let's move on. This one is a little bit hard to see, but there is 1914 right there. You can kind of see it. All right, that one did take double Nic A Date, so let's go on. This next one right here, which is a 1916, I'm going to put that down and move on. And that was right above it also being a 1916, so let's put that down and move on. We got this next one here, that is a 1924. Very hard to tell, but you can kind of see it right there. All right, let's move on. Got this next one right here, that is a 1915. Or wait, is that a 19? I can't quite tell. Wait, yeah, that's a 1919 right there. All right, let's move on. All right, we are getting into this next one, and it is a 1914. So let's move on. This next one right here, and it is a little bit harder to see, but it is a 1914 as well. All right, let's move on. This next one right here, it kind of looks like it's a 1913. Yeah, 1913 right there. All right, let's move on. We We have this one coming up that is ineligible. I've done it more than once and I still can't get a date off of it, so we're going to put that to the side in a different pile. We got this next one right here that is a 1918. Very nice. We'll put that to the side and move on. Got this next one here that is a 1920. All right, we're going to put that to the side and move on. Got this next one right here, which I believe looks like it's a 1913. Let me know otherwise if you think differently. I believe that's a 1913 right there. So let's move on. This next one right here, and it's nearly impossible to read that one. So I am going to put it in the ineligible pile. This next one right here, that is a 1917, as you can see. So we will be moving on to the next one. Moving on to this next one, and it is a 1919, and we'll be moving on now. Another 1917 here. All right, now we can move on. We have our third 1917 right there, as you can see. Now we can move on. We got this next one right here that is a 1916, as you can see. Now let's move on. This next one right here that is a 1925. All right, now let's move on. This next one right here that's a 1915. All right, now let's move on. This next one I have double Nic A Dated it and I cannot make the date out, so that is going into the ineligible pile. We got this next one right here which is a 1918. All right, as you can see. All right, now let's move. This next one here which is a 1915, so now we can move on. This next one here that is a 1914. All right, let's move on. Might be a little bit harder to see, but it is a 1917 right there. Kind of hard to see, but you can see the 1 in the angle of the 7. So we'll be moving on now. Next coin done, and it is a 1916. All right, we're going to put that down and move on. All right, we got a 1924 right here. All right, we are going to be moving on from this one. Then we have a 1915 right here. So we're going to put that one down, move on. This next coin right here, and I cannot quite tell the date. Maybe it's a 13, maybe it's an 18, but I'm going to throw it into, let's see here, that looks like it's a 13. All right, let me know if there's anything different that you think, but I think that's a 13, so let's move on. All right, and then we got a 1923 for this next one right here, so let's move on. And for this next one, we do have a 1924 right there, as you can see. All right, let's move on to this very final one sitting here. For this final one, it is kind of hard to get the date off of there, but I believe that is a 1915. I'm going to go over this one more time real quick and see if I can't get something better. I can kind of see it. I think it's another 1913. All right, let me just try and get the best view possible. So yeah, it's either a 1913 or a 1918. I'm thinking that I don't see the lines going through to make the 8, so I'm going to say it's a 1913. So that is the end of those, and I will stack them up year by year, and we'll see what we got. We are coming to the conclusion of the video, and we do have, let's see here, there is 5 1913 Philadelphias, and those might be pretty hard to see, but they are 1913s. And then we have some 1914s right here, all Philadelphias. There is 6 of them there. Then we have some 1915s, and there is 7 of those ones there. Then we go down to our 1916s, and there's 6 of those ones. Then we go to 1917, there's also 6 of those ones. Then we go to 1918, and there is 8 of those ones. 1918 right there. Then we go to 1919, and we have 5 of them. And then we go to 1920, and we have 4 of them. Then we go to 1923 right here. I don't think I found any 21s. So 1923, we have 6 of them. And if you did not know, they did not make any buffalo nickels between the year 1922. So no buffalo nickels from 1922. So if you even find one, it's probably worth a lot if it's real. But yeah, then we go to 1924 right here, and we have 3 of them. And then we go to 1925, and we have 2. 1926, we have 1. 1927, we have 1. All right. Then we are going to be moving over to, let's see here. All right. So these are the ones with the Denver mint marks right here. And they are kind of hard to see, but there's a 1915 on the left, and then a 1916 to the right of that one, a 1917 to the right of that one, trying to depict what that is, believe that is a 1913 right there. Yeah, that looks like the loop of a 3 right there. It's kind of hard to see. And then we do have another 1917 right here. So very, very nice. Then we come over to the San Francisco mints. So we have a 1916, a 1919, and what is that? A 1923? Yeah, 1923. Then we have a 1916 right here. These are San Francisco's, and these ones are Denver's. So very nice. Then we come over here to our V-cents that we got out of the bundle. So there was only these 2. They were supposed to be all buffalo nickels, but I did end up getting 2 V-cents. So I did Nic A Date them completely. So we do have a 1990 here. Let me just flip that so you can see the details on it. I Nic A Dated the front and back completely. Let me just flip this one too. They look somewhat reasonable now. Then the ones right below it, these are all of the rejects that I could not get a date off of. It didn't matter how many times I tried to Nic A Date it, it just wouldn't come out. So these are all the rejects that I can't get a date off of, so they could be anywhere from 1913 to 1938. All right. Then we come over here. So these are the 4 coins that I got from the eBay purchase that I did. And we do have a 1913 Philadelphia right there. A 19, what is that? 19. So yeah, 1919 right there. And then a 1925. And then what looks to be a 1915, I believe. If you can see any better than I can, just let me know what you think they are. But I do think the top one is a 1913. And then we're going to move over here. So these were all the ones with dates on it. And this is the king right here. This is the one that I got out of the box that you could clear as day see the date. That's a 1936 for sure. And it is a Philadelphia. So very, very nice. Then we got all of these other ones, and they might be pretty hard to see the dates without a microscope, but I will go ahead and read them off to you. So we do have right here down at the bottom, this one is a 1917. And then the one above it, I Yeah, that's a 1923. Then there's another 1923 right next to it. Then the one below it's a 1925. And then the one next to that one is another 1925. And the one above it is a 1925. Then we go over to the next row. And then there's a 1925 right there, right next to that one. Then we have a 1920 right there. Then what's that one? 1925 again. There's a lot of 25s in here. Then we have another 1920. Then we go over here, and then we have a 1934. Then the one right below it is a 1920. And then this one's pretty hard to see, but it is a 1920. I don't know how visible that is. That coin is pretty rotted out, but yeah, 1920. And then this one is a 1927 right there. So that's very nice. But yeah, other than that, that is the end of the video. And we have just Nic A Dated roughly about 100 buffalo nickels. So these ones did not get Nic A Dated at all. So as long as I could read the date, it'll probably be considered a V, like a very poor grade right here. So other than that, I am going to show some stuff in the books real quick. So just give me 1 second. All right, so we're going to start off with our V nickels, the 1889 and the 1890, and they're at 15 and 16 million minted, and in G4 they'd be worth $15 and $10, but since it's Nic A Dated, the entire coin, I'd say it's like a $2 coin at maximum. Maybe someone's going to give me $1 for it, but yeah. So other than that, let's move on to the next page. And then we have the 1913s gone all the way down. And I'm just going to kind of show all the information right here real quick. All right. Go all the way down here. Then we hit that 36, which was the only one that we could even see a date on. And that would probably be about a $1.25 right there for that coin in G4 condition. It's not the greatest condition at all, but yeah. Other than that, I did find two 1913 raised ground varieties. So here it might be a little difficult to see, and this is why I chose the best one with the best looking back right here. So there's a straight line going across, and the 5 cents is a little bit below. And as you can look at these other ones, this one's really hard to see, but there is no line going across there at all, even if there was, and the 5 cents is higher right there. And the same thing with this one. The 5 cents is way higher off the rim, which would mean it is the raised ground, and then this is the not raised ground. So that's the difference between those ones, at least for this right here. So other than that, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.